weekend, two elderly women have been brutally attacked in their own homes in Leeds. One pensioner is now in hospital with injuries so severe the police are treating it as a case of attempted murder. The suspect, Mark Glasswell, used a gun during a series of crimes that involved robbery and arson as well as the assaults. It's top priority to find him before he strikes again. With a dangerous man on the loose in the city, this is a job for ops support. The man in charge is Chief Superintendent Chris Halton. He's been with West Yorkshire Police for 23 years.
We've got somebody that we really need to catch, a man who may have a firearm. He's been involved allegedly with serious assault, and he may pose a danger to police officers, so we don't want unarmed officers going in.
Because Glasswell has a gun, armed officers are involved in the hunt. On duty today are PCs Paul Bywater and Bernie Watkin. They're kitted out with a range of firearms, both lethal, carbines and handguns, and non-lethal, including tasers, which can immobilise a target without lasting injury. West Yorkshire's Armed Ops Support Units are highly trained in the use of all available weapons and ready to deal with any situation they may encounter. Weapons are loaded into the ARV, or Armed Response Vehicle. Then PCs Bywater and Watkin are off to see if they can find the suspect on the streets of Leeds. He's an unstable and therefore potentially dangerous man.
We've got a lad who's got drug-induced mental health problems, who's committed a couple of nasty burglaries over the weekend, and he's still outstanding.
PC Bernie Watkin has been with West Yorkshire Police for 16 years. He's been with the Firearms Unit for 6.
Because this gentleman is involved in the use of drugs, his judgment is impaired. We're sort of in the area now where he frequents, and so we'll just be keeping an eye out.
There are standard procedures for how police tackle an offender who may have a firearm.
So what we want to do is to get officers out on the ground, basically, boots on the ground, finding out where he is. 3 things from a firearms perspective we want to identify. First of all, is it the person we're after? Locate them and then contain them, so that then we can bring it to a safe resolution and make the arrest.
Any challenges to him will be done in line with the plan. It'll be done with the requisite number of ARVs, unless we actually just drop on him now in the street, in which case we'll challenge him and deal with it.
Currently, there are 4 armed response vehicles combing the streets in a citywide manhunt. The suspect has visited a mental health unit in the last few days, so PC Watkin decides to try there for Leeds.
He's turned up here on a couple of occasions now, in a dishevelled state, threatening staff and one thing or another. So, 1, we'll see whether he's been this morning, and then 2, it's a little bit of reassurance. They know that they're looking for him then.
Alpha 1-5, just passes that again, please.
But suddenly, a call comes over their radios.
No, but we've got one in the area, can start making its way.
A man matching the suspect's description has been seen by a member of the public.
Yeah, 120, pass it to 4 Salter, please.
The officers are not far away. They head to the location as quickly as possible.
Thanks, Alpha 1-5, we're code 6, Rounding Road, Junction, Eastleigh Road.
As they get nearer to the spot where the man was seen, PC Watkin prepares a weapon.
This is what I call an AEP launcher. Basically fires a battering round, which is a rubber bullet, really. And it's a less than lethal option.
Hang on.
Then, the target is spotted by another officer.
Whereabouts?
But he makes a run for it and gets away. But now the police have a description.
A grey hooded jacket with a black body warmer over, black jeans and white trainers, carrying a black rucksack.
As they drive along, PC Bywater sees a man wearing similar clothes.
And
But it's not the man they're looking for. There's nothing distinctive about the man's clothing, and with no leads, the game of cat and mouse continues until another radio call.
We've got sightings of a male answering the description, jumping into a garden on Amberton Road. So we're going to make us round to Amberton Road now and just see whether we can actually drop on this guy and contain him. X Alpha 15. Ourselves and 13 are now code 6 in the area. I imagine now that division officers have got all the junctions covered. We've got vans all over the place. Can you just ask if helicopter's on its way, please? 99.
Patrol cars converge on the street where the man was seen at a bus stop. Now he's bolted into the back gardens behind these houses.
He's gone through this garden, right? She's seen him. He's gone into her garden, so he's gone that way. He's either gone out onto the streets at the back or he's gone down the gardens that way.
The police want to make sure all possible escape routes are blocked off. Like any operation involving guns, the stakes are high.
It's a spontaneous response there, so you've actually got to respond to that. He's at a bus stop, get officers to the scene, but you've still got to be thinking about, well, what if it's not him? You know, because these are the issues that, for armed cops particularly, well, what if it's not him? How can we be sure that this is the person that we're looking for? Because what you don't want to be doing is making mistakes as far as you possibly can with armed police officers and members of the public, because if you make mistakes, then it could go horribly wrong.
Basically, he's been sighted in this bus stop, and then the lady who sighted him says he's gone through one of these gardens and hopped over into the hedges. We think now that we've got the area contained, so we're just waiting for the helicopter X-ray 99 because that's got heat seeker on it, and then we'll start methodically searching these gardens. If we can pick a heat source up, hopefully we'll have him contained and get him arrested and get him helped out. Have we got authority to start searching for him?
The house where the suspect was last seen is at the corner of this block. The police have sealed off all exits and believe the man is hiding somewhere in the land at the back of these houses. As they wait for the helicopter, PC Watkin attempts to build a picture of the layout of the area.
Is there a bit of a wood behind your houses? The gardens. There's no wooded area behind it.
As the helicopter arrives overhead, door-to-door inquiries are pinpointing where the suspect was last seen, in a back garden near a shed.
I wonder if he's in a shed. I wonder if he's in a shed in one of these gardens.
Well, there's a couple of locked sheds.
Yeah.
So it's worth having a look.
10 minutes in, the helicopter can see no sign of a hotspot indicating a person in the gardens. But the police are convinced Glasswell is concealed there somewhere. It's time for them to move in.
The helicopter won't pick him up in a shed, so what we're going to do is once he's done his sweep and he's happy that he's not out in the open, we'll get onto EFSUP, we'll get an authority to start a slow methodical search through the gardens and sheds, see if we can locate him. We'll get a dog up to do that. We'll just work his way down methodically, and if he's here, we'll find him.
When X-ray 99 does sight their quarry, the OSU team goes for their man.
Can I confirm it's the suspect, or not? It certainly looks like it.